Kia ora from this side of the world. I'm wearing the jacket. Don't care if you don't like it, John did. I'm over here for sadly rather similar reasons, but I wanted to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about John and my experience with him. Knowing John has been for me and Aloha a pleasure, a privilege and an honour. You know, there are some people that come into your life and you instantly feel comfortable with them. John and Sharon, of course, were just those sorts of people. When you move to a new country like I did quite a while back, there are those people who come into your life and you're without your family, and those sorts of friends often fill the void that family leave behind, and I can tell you John did. It is a testament to the way that a lot of people feel about John, that they refer to him as uncle and dad on social media. I don't think he's got that many children, trust me. For me, John was the wise uncle. He was always there with support, sometimes advice, which I took, and always love and encouragement. He was, without a doubt, one of the most generous people I have ever known. With Miss Universe, we couldn't believe it when he came. I want to give something to the contestants, and he gave all of them one year earrings, diamond earrings. It was an extraordinary gesture. All the girls, of course, referred to him as the James Bond guy because he did so wear that tuxedo well. John was, a really, really generous guy. Earlier this year, I was going to a Barry Manilow concert here in the UK. Yes, I can admit it. I like Barry Manilow. And I lost my wallet with everything in it. And of course, I put it up on Facebook and completely slagged the whole of Romania because I thought I'd been pickpocketed. John's reaction, private message straight away, do you need some money? Where can I send it? Well, the wallet turned up, so he didn't need to send the money. But he would have done, and that's the mark of who he was. I will, though, never forget one lovely thing that Sharon told me about the time that they spent, many times that they spent in the Philippines. John would often stop and he'd buy ice creams for however many kids were on the street. And let's face it, he didn't care too much about diet, so ice cream was a great thing to buy. When I asked him about it, he said, hey, look, it costs nothing. And the look on their faces, it's just worth a fortune. Well, I learned a little later that John did an awful lot more for the kids in the Philippines that he came into touch with than just buy them ice creams. But I thought to myself, right, next time I'm there, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the ice cream gig. So last year I was in Manila. I headed down to Manila Bay purely for that reason. I found these kids, found an ice cream seller, bought 20 ice creams. I thought it was great. Unfortunately, the ice cream seller was obviously having a slow month and he spotted an opportunity. So I gave the kids the ice creams, I walked off. He followed me at a discreet distance, and every time he saw kids, he rang his bell and then shouted out in Filipino, hey, Americano, he buy the ice cream. Yeah. 3 hours later, I was completely cleaned out. He was set up for life. He sold a month's worth of ice creams and he retired. And the kids were happy. But I tell you what, the best thing about it was the smiles on their faces and the smile on my face. John, we're going to miss you more than it's possible to say. And of course, Aloha and I give our condolences and our sympathy to the family, Steve and David and Sharon, of course. But one thing I will say is that one day the stories that we have of you, and we have so many, one day the stories that are bringing tears today, they're going to become memories that make us all smile. And I promise you, John, next time I'm in the Philippines, I'm going to buy the ice creams again. And I'm going to think of you, and I'm going to smile. Cheers, mate.